Morning sunlight filters through the leaves and casts intricate patterns of light across the narrow gravel paths and neatly trimmed grass. The psychiatric hospital sits on the outskirts of Lincoln City. The lobby's automatic doors slide open. Two young men approach the front desk and hand their fake IDs to the staff.
Mr. Zavon, Mr. Jeremy, are you here to handle your friend's discharge? Since you're not immediate family, I need to see your authorization letters.
The caretaker leads the two men to the backyard. A young man in a light blue hospital gown sits alone on a swing. He happily dribbles a rubber ball with one hand.
I still don't get why you insisted on sparing him back then. Whatever happened in Philos was one thing, but Isaiah has never shown you mercy since we arrived here. When he attacks, he intends to kill. He won't hold back.
Why do you remember this better than me?
Right now, he's harmless, and sort of crazy. But who knows how he'll get his revenge if he ever regains his memories. If he brings those people from back then into this, we'll both be dead.
Xavier massages his temples and pretends he didn't hear his friend's warning.
Did you look into who's following that lead? I'll deal with it.
Don't tell me you're still hung up on that old oath to bring everyone home. You're insane.
You're overthinking it. There's something about him I need to investigate.
Oh, never mind. I give up. Do whatever you want. We'll stick to the plan. I'll take him away this afternoon. You look after the flower shop for a few days.
Got it.
The psychiatric hospital's lobby is packed early in the morning. Standing behind the receptionist's desk, I'm explaining how to deal with wanderers to everyone.
I heard wanderers can blow up on the spot. Is that true?
Some of them can. For those, all we need to do is...
What happens after they explode? Have you seen it before?
Please, take a seat. I'll go over the different types of wanderers first. Around this time each year, the association sends hunters out to provide public lectures. We also inspect facilities for risks. It's kind of like a program for community outreach. I was busy all morning. When I'm done, a caretaker escorts me out.
You must be exhausted. I'm sorry I couldn't provide more assistance. But why did the association only send you? It was always 2 people every year.
Her question reminds me of Xavier, my partner who's been elusive lately. He's probably doing another secret mission again. We've been really busy, so they just sent me. Once we're at the exit, I say goodbye to the caretaker and finally check my phone. Several messages from Jeremiah pop up. He sent them earlier this morning. He had to go out but felt uneasy about leaving some rare new flowers unattended, so he asked me to keep an eye on them. They need fresh water daily, and the watering schedule is written on each vase's label. While I'm reading the to-do list from Jeremiah, the automatic doors open. I look up. I freeze when I see who's standing outside. We make awkward eye contact. Xavier? Jeremiah? What are you two doing here? A rubber ball bounces and rolls on the floor. Only then do I notice a young man behind them. He has a vacant look in his eyes. He's not quite there, and he has Xavier's unusual hair and eye color. Is he your friend?
Yeah, let's go with that.
A friend who isn't mentally stable? As if reading my mind, Xavier calmly offers an explanation.
He used to be a stand-up comedian, but he never recovered mentally after his career crashed.
Exactly. Fate envied his talent. Just look at him. He's funny even when he's standing still. He was born for comedy.
They're perfectly in sync. Xavier stays composed, while Jeremiah guiltily stares into space. My intuition says they're hiding something, and the decision was essentially, don't tell her anything. Suddenly, the young man slips between them and stares at me. There's a strange expression on his face.
I know you.
Huh?
You don't know, huh? You don't belong here. You're just like us.
He needs to take his meds.
Jeremiah quickly gets in between us and forces the young man into a wheelchair by a tree. Restraints snap out from the armrests and wrap themselves around his arms. For a split second, clarity returns to the young man's eyes. Fury surges.
Xavier, I'll kill you! And you idiot, Ugh!
Xavier swiftly hits the back of the young man's neck. The young man slumps as if he were an automaton that was just turned off.
The sedative must be kicking in. We'll help him return to his room.
Yeah, we'll do that. He needs lots of rest.
Jeremiah hastily spins the wheelchair around and rushes him toward the white building behind them.
The flower shop's in your hands for the next few days. Make sure to read the care instructions I sent.
They quickly disappear behind automatic doors. The courtyard is silent once again. In the silence, Xavier looks into the distance. Then his gaze falls onto the nearby flower beds before finally landing on me.
What a coincidence. You're here.
Yeah, I'm here as a volunteer on behalf of the association. So what's my hunter colleague up to? An ID card slips out of his pocket. We both reach for it, but I'm faster and I pick it up. It's a Lincoln City ID. Xavier's picture is visible in the top left corner. But the name next to it... I take a deep breath and hold it out to him. Let's meet up at Philo this afternoon. Don't be late, Mr. Savon.
Who knows what he's doing? He never reaches out first or responds to my text. Maybe he thinks he's Lumiere, saving the world and all. A boyfriend like that isn't worth it. I'm dumping him tonight.
Here are your flowers. With that, the last order is completed. We close the shop for the day. I walk to the door and flip the open sign to closed. Then, I hear a gentle voice just as I close the door.
Are you still thinking about what happened earlier?
Not really. I smile, shake my head, and return to standing behind the counter. Our investigation at Prestara University had ended. I thought Xavier, who's no different from a mysterious book, was finally letting me read his table of contents at least. But where will these chapters of his life lead me? What's the story behind them? It's still unclear. The backtrackers, a time traveler, his age that's suspicious. These are elements from a sci-fi movie, and this man who claims to be 23 years old embodies all of them.
The ID was fake. We needed it to get our friend released. As for my name, I'm Xavier. I always will be.
I absent-mindedly flipped through Caring for Flowers, a guide, but I listened to every word he says. What else?
The friend you saw at the psychiatric hospital was a former member of the Backtrackers.
He softly says that sentence, and waves of unease stir my heart. Like Soren?
Yes. The Backtrackers have been on Earth for far too long. All of us chose our own path. As for him, Ever placed their bets on him, but he defected while holding on to classified intel. Now he's a thorn in their side. He vanished for a while and we thought he was dead. By the time we found him, He
stops leaning against the shelves to straighten his posture. Then he taps his temple.
already went insane. Ever caught wind of it, so Jeremiah is moving him to a safe place, just in case.
I see.
I hid this from you because these sorts of matters shouldn't interfere with your life.
Mixed feelings churn inside me. He takes a step toward me and gently hugs his finger with mine.
Are you mad at me?
No. I've just been run ragged this morning. I haven't found a moment to rest.
You're upset, though.
He places his hands on the counter and looks at me. I purposefully avoid his gaze. Since you're so sure, tell me why I'm upset then.
I dealt with dangerous things without telling you. And after you found out, I still tried to hide it.
Really? So, what are you going to do now?
I'll redeem myself and keep you up to date 24/7.
The way he trails off is weird, and his gaze drifts to the hanging plant. I cup Xavier's face in my hands. When we make eye contact, his uncertain gaze returns to me. Let me give you the correct answer. I need to know everything about you. Xavier pauses before understanding what I'm implying. He speaks in a soft voice.
Everything.
Yes, down to the last detail. He nods.
Understood.
I hope he actually gets it now. The knot in my chest loosens, and I refocus on the remaining tasks. I lower my head and read through Jeremiah's instructions while sorting the flowers. If a few petals are wilted, pluck them off. If most of them are gone, throw away the flower. Xavier returns with a bucket of fresh water. I steal a glance at him as I crouch down to check another bucket.
I changed the water.
Great. Without turning around, I continue reading the instructions while removing the wilted flowers from a vase one at a time.
I'll check the flowers over there.
All right. Finished with the bucket, I move on to the next one.
A couple of stray kittens passed by the door.
I glance at the door. Nothing's there.
They're gone now. If they show up again, I'll let you know.
Okay. I pull out several unwanted flowers and place them in the nearby trash bin.
A little bee landed on a flower.
I look up. Xavier is next to me. He's holding a rose.
This one.
You've already checked every flower?
Not yet. I was about to tell you.
He drags over a bucket that was behind me.
I'm going to start on this bucket now.
Xavier crouches down, picks up a flower, and looks up at me again.
I just discovered.
If he keeps reporting every little thing, we'll never finish. I lean over, cradle his face in my hands, and press my lips against his. The world is silent for a few seconds. I pull back and look at Xavier. He's slightly panting. Xavier, we're spending the whole day together. I can see everything you do, so you don't need to tell me all the details. Besides, I was trying to say... Xavier stands up and plants a chaste kiss on my cheek.
I get it. Do I need to make a report in advance before doing something like this next time?
After we finished all our tasks at Jeremiah's shop, I attended an intense hunter training course that required the participants to be isolated. The training lasted 2 weeks, and we were cut off from the outside world. No phones and no other communication methods. When it finally ended, the first thing I did after retrieving my phone was contact Xavier. Notifications flooded my screen. At the top sat a weather alert. As soon as I send my text, 2 more messages pop up. Xavier's words warmed my heart from the phone. When I entered the elevator, I pressed the button for his floor without a second thought. Judging by these texts, Xavier should be home. Maybe I'll stop by for dinner. When I reach his door, I knock, but nothing happens. Confused, I use the spare key he left me to open the door. The apartment is completely dark. Xavier isn't here. He responded right away and asked about my plans. But he's gone? We promised to keep each other up to date. For him to leave without saying anything. Is he doing something dangerous again? Does he not want me to know about it? I look at my phone. Xavier's messages are still there on the screen. You're not home? Where are you? Again and again, I type and delete that question. It's not long before I give up and put my phone away in frustration. He's definitely doing something behind my back. My phone vibrates as if it read my thoughts. Xavier! I hesitate for a second before answering the phone call.
You're done training?
Yes.
Good.
Just good?
What is it?
You don't have anything else to say?
I do, actually. Can you pick me up?
Where are you? Are you in trouble? Send me your location. Send it to me! The static grows louder, and his breathing becomes faint. The call cuts off. Before I can call him back, a notification appears. Xavier sent me his coordinates. Isn't this where we had a mission together? The nighttime breeze carries moonlight past the bamboo leaves and casts it onto the moss-covered stones beneath my feet. Collapsed stone pillars lie in a corner of the bamboo forest. The mossy ground bears footprints and signs of something being dragged. The protofield is in disarray. That way. The forest gives way almost violently as a massive wanderer is hurled out. It crashes into the ground and kicks up clouds of dirt. A beam of light flies through the forest and lands in a nearby clearing. Faint specks of light drift through the air like guides. I break into a run and follow them in the mist. Xavier is using his sword to support himself. He can barely stand. It's clear he just finished a tough fight. Xavier, it's me! Surprise appears on his face, but he quickly composes himself. Seemingly out of reflex, he touches his neck to hide a red glow beneath his collar.
The protofield around here is chaotic. Did you get ambushed?
Yeah, it was tough, but I knocked them out and left them in a heap of rubble.
That's good.
seems he doesn't know what to say. Then he walks over and takes my hand. He's leading me somewhere. Even the light from the Hunter's Watch can't cut through this dense fog in the forest depths. The metaflux fluctuations are weaker now. The wind softly rustles the leaves. Sensing something is off, Xavier stops in his tracks. He speaks in a serious tone.
Wait here.
Xavier! From his sword, light appears and pierces the thick fog as he leaps into the darkness. A brilliant shower of light rains down. A few seconds later, a bright flash cleaves the forest and disperses the fog. Now Xavier stands before me. The light blade vanishes with a flick of his wrist. Only specks of light remain. As always, Xavier is calm after fighting. He dusts off his sleeve. The threats have been dealt with. I should feel relieved, but I feel a little upset. He might not need me for situations like this. Nearby, a lake quietly shimmers under the moon. We sit on its grassy bank. If you were in a dangerous place, why did you pretend nothing was wrong in your texts?
Because you'd be worried.
That straightforward answer leaves me speechless. Then why did you call me?
Because I wanted to hear your voice.
His answers are still vague. He pauses before poking a blade of grass coated in dew. You always have your reasons. I'm used to you disappearing on me. I won't look for you next time you're gone for a few days. The light in Xavier's eyes dims for a second before he lowers his gaze.
I'm sorry.
Another empty apology. Unsure if I'm angry or sad, I punch his shoulder. Stop saying that! You never change. His fluffy head lolls onto me before I can finish. Pressed against my shoulder, his temple is damp with sweat. What's wrong? I look down. Xavier blinks slowly. His breaths are ragged.
I couldn't keep my promise. It's my fault. But I didn't lie to you.
His skin is hot against my palm. I feel his forehead and my heart clenches. Xavier, do you have a fever?
Yes.
The night wind is cold. I need to get him out of here. I slip his arm over my shoulder. With my hand on his waist, I help him stand up. Something falls from his hand. Upon getting a closer look, I see it's a syringe. I catch another glimpse of that red glow under his collar. Now it all makes sense. Is that thing causing your fever? Noticing my gaze, Xavier lifts his hand and tugs his shirt. An almost transparent collar tightly clings to his neck. Its red light steadily blinks.
It's a device that suppresses evil. I can't remove it, and overusing my evil triggers some side effects. I have something that can help. In my pocket.
I pick up the syringe and find a vial of medicine in his pocket.
I'm too weak to do it myself. Help me. Please.
Xavier is exhausted. He leans on me, and his breath is hot against my ear. After filling the syringe with medicine, I insert the needle into Xavier's neck. He doesn't flinch as if he's numb to the pain. I slowly push the syringe's plunger to inject the liquid. He slightly frowns. I don't want to see him suffer. I gently stroke his burning ear and put his head on my shoulder. Before long, his face relaxes a bit and his breathing becomes stable. His condition has improved, but I'm still on edge. Let's get out of here. He's burning up. I remember how he had to administer this medicine alone before collapsing in that abandoned spaceship. No one was there for him, but it's different this time. I suppress my anxiety for now. On the balcony, sunflowers droop like their weary owner under this overcast sky. His hands and neck are cold, but his forehead is hot. He's not injured. He only has a fever. I guide Xavier onto the bed and put a clean blanket over him. He's covered from head to toe. Do you remember where you keep the fever medicine?
Bedside drawer.
He pulls the thick blanket away from his face and takes several deep breaths. It's as if he can finally breathe.
I feel a lot better now. Once I sleep for a bit, my fever will be gone. Promise.
I rummage through the drawer for the fever medicine and ignore him. Just rest and don't move. I'll get a glass of water from the kitchen. The glass is half full when the door opens behind me. The sound is soon accompanied by a set of footsteps. What? Were you afraid I didn't know where to get the water? I turn around to find Xavier blinking. He's at a loss for words. He shifts his weight. Leaning against the fridge, he carefully watches my expression. Here. I give him the glass of water and medicine bottle. Drink it and take your medicine.
Oh, okay. Will you be going home soon?
What do you think?
If you leave and my fever comes back in the middle of the night, what if I die? Will anyone notice?
I let out a quiet sigh and let go of my frustration. With a slight smile, I meet his inquisitive gaze. you should say that. I was planning to look after my fragile neighbor. His long eyelashes flutter under the lamp's warm light. The seemingly gray shadows on his face gradually fade.
I only have one bed, though.
Then you can take the bed. I'll sleep in the living room.
But
Done with his flimsy excuses, I grab his shoulders and gently steer him to the bedroom. Quiet! Focus on resting. I bring Xavier to the bed and turn to leave, but just as I'm about to close the door, his arms tighten around my waist.
you're not going to ask? Why, you can ask where I've been, who I've met, what I've done without telling you.
He doesn't let me push him away. Instead, he gently holds my fingers. The medicine doesn't seem to be working. His breath is hotter against my neck. If I ask, would you tell me everything? Besides, you already came up with answers and practiced them in your head. His breath hitches. I stop resisting and turn to face him. Should I feel honored that you thought of me when you were on death's door?
If you're angry, take it out on me. I'm too weak to fight back.
Don't worry. Once your fever is gone, I'll settle the score. But for now... I stop as his grip loosens, but he quickly pulls me into an even tighter embrace.
No. This isn't just a cold, you know this. You said I need to be cared for. Is leaving me alone in this room how I'll be taken care of? I'll recover faster if someone who makes me feel safe stays with me.
The warmth from where we're touching intensifies. My heartbeat syncs up with his shallow breaths.
I want you to stay.
The morning breeze stirs the curtains, and light slips through the gap. As I open my eyes, I see a ray of light falling across Xavier's eyelids. I touch Xavier's forehead. He's still a little hot. Xavier stirs and slowly opens his eyes. Groggy, he looks at me. His fever has returned. I pull back the blanket and quietly walk to the living room. I return with things to cool him down. What can I do to make him feel better?
I feel like it's getting hotter. Just as I thought. You're even warmer here than I am. Look at you. You're bolder than me. Even I wouldn't dare do this. You've changed. Before, you would force me to take my medicine and sleep when I was sick.
You're the one who said it'd be different this time.
Shouldn't a hunter be used to flirting with danger by now? The closer they are to it, the more sensitive they become.
When you wake up, I'll be the first thing you see.
I don't want to just see you. I want to feel your warmth in my hands before I even open my eyes.
My last clear memory is of Xavier tightly holding me. In my hazy mind, I felt nothing but his warm embrace.
You're awake?
Warmth lands on my forehead. When I open my eyes, I meet Xavier's gaze. Without thinking, I press my forehead against his.
I checked my temperature while you were sleeping. Don't worry.
In this position, Xavier pulls me closer. I'm on top of him. I can feel the rise and fall of his chest with every breath. At least give me a heads up next time you keep me worried for one whole day and night.
What if being aware of the situation only makes you more worried?
That's all the more reason for me to know. I couldn't help but tighten my grip on his hand. Instead of being the person who takes you home after something happens, I'd rather be the one who prevents the unexpected from happening. Xavier looks at me. An emotion flickers in his eyes.
I made a promise to you. I'll tell you anything you want to know about me.
You better keep your word. Pressed against his skin, I can feel his throbbing heartbeat. Xavier, you're getting hotter again.
Won't you stay by my side for a bit, so you can make sure nothing unexpected happens?